Yo, welcome everybody. I hope you guys had a nice day off during Thanksgiving. We're about to get right back to it. My boy Sam Riddle in the building. But wait, before we get there, let's play this banger real quick. Why you not?
I did my time in the city till my papa done brought me home. Ain't nothing downtown this pretty. What you doing sitting here alone? She said, you got the walk, you got the talk, but they ain't move like you around here. Ask what's the deal, country boy? Are you John Doe or you John Deere? Girl, I'm all about yes ma'am, no sir. Booty bashing, kicking dirt, Daisy Dukes, mini skirt. You know I'm talking about moonbeams, tire swings, six strings, Willie sings, all them country things. Why you not on the big screen, on the big stage, on the marquee, naming bright lights? Why you not on my TV, on my radio, on my iPhone every single night? Why you not ACMCMTCMAGAC? Oh, why you not Kenny? Why you not Garth? Why you not Tim? Why you not him? Why you not? I'm right on track. I'm right on track. All she hear is bonfire, six-pack, lift kits. All the same songs on the station, nothing different. She said, what you doing, cowboy? Where you at? Hey, did you miss the train, kid? Or you right on track? Know I'm all about big bucks, dirty trucks, never stuck. Run amok, hands up, bottoms up. You know I'm talking about back roads, rodeos, cornrows, George Jones, banjos, and fishing holes. Why you not on the big screen, on the big stage, on the marquee, naming bright lights? Why you not on my TV, on my radio, on my iPhone every single night? Why you not ACMCMTCMAGAC? Oh, why you not Kenny? Why you not Garth? Why you not Tim? Why you not him? Why you not? I'm right on track. I'm right on track.
Man, too hot for TV. Oh, Sam Riddle. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Let's go. That's how you come in. You talking about coming in hot. You came in hot.
Hey, that's a good one to start with.
That's a good one, man. And you know, I was just talking about that right now. That doesn't sound like you.
Oh, it does. Like I said, it does if you see when you see me live.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the energy, definitely.
Yeah, and you know, that's the one thing that has been an issue for me. You know, the last, since I started was there's just been nothing on the internet or anywhere that translates what people see when they see me in person. Part. So, everything, I consider all the music up until this EP to be really just like demos. Because, I've been all along the way, I've been trying to find my thing, right? And even though a lot of my stuff was definitely ahead of the curve.
Right.
And then you'd see like when I made like Hey You and songs like that, that wasn't going on in country music. Then like 3 years later, that was country music.
Right,
right?
isn't it the whole kind of like poppy country?
Yeah,
started
all that
coming?
kind of stuff. Right.
So hold on, time out. Let's take him back real quick. Let's take him back, acting like people know who you are. Time out. So Sam Riddle is probably one of the hottest country artists. I'm gonna say artist in Vegas, taking over the world slowly but surely. All right, and if y'all don't know, y'all about to find out. I met this guy on Fremont back when I first started. We're not going to tell the story, okay? I know you like telling the story, but we're not going to tell that story.
I don't want to tell the story.
We're not going to tell the story.
No.
Anyways, I used to work on Fremont, and I saw him. We were crossing paths. He was getting on stage. I was getting off stage. And we just linked, and we just, the vibe was great, and we just been best friends ever since.
Yeah, I mean, we really. The thing was is that we had the same dressing room.
Right. He's gonna tell the story.
and I'll keep it cool. But it was like my thing was we didn't really know each other.
Right.
But I felt protective of you because
we'll call it that.
No, it really was because we had the same dressing room and there was a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
So I made sure that you felt comfortable. And every time I saw you were over there trying to change, I'd tell everybody else to leave.
Eat everybody else.
Hey, but that's because I knew, I know I'm respectful,
Every time. The policies are so different now.
Yeah.
But
are they?
Very different.
Hey.
But no, back then, it was all, we all had to do it. You know what I mean?
No, but we were cool. We were like real cool from right away.
And then we actually linked back up at Redneck Riviera. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, shoot, there goes Sam Riddle again. Mm-hmm. And then after that,
Well, you have that thing that our vibes work really good.
Yeah.
So like if you DJ before I play, and then I was like, hey, whenever like I had an opportunity for that to happen, I would be like, hey, I gotta bring a DJ, And there's only been like 1 or 2 times that we've done it, but it's something that I would definitely, I just love to do because you bring it too. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about you.
Well, yeah,
on stage.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. Is just that my thing has always been the live thing, right? And along the way, like, I didn't start by just being a recording artist, that was the goal. Like I had recorded some stuff, but it was like to get on stage to try to figure this thing out, because I always knew I had the live thing. But having that translate to recordings and videos has been impossible for me because, especially when you're playing, every night.
Right.
It's like, say what you do, and you're balling on a budget. You find some dude with a nice camera and you tell them your idea and they're like, oh yeah, for sure, and then you expect them to bring the vision to light. And usually what happens is, because I can't be there for all the editing either, so you just kind of come out with something and you're like, that's good, but it's I've never had the opportunity to make it what you see me really being, but finding yourself as an artist too, and what your sound is, and not trying to go for what's hot. Those things are part of the whole process, right? So when I say that all the songs before this are like demos, and it's truly because, look, you're in some dude's basement that has a studio,
right?
You have access to whatever he's got going on. And then you're like, okay, I got this idea, and you make it. You got a couple hours. You do it. It's pretty much all in one thing.
Right.
There's no like sitting around like, let's get some studio time and write an album for a year.
Right.
There's none of that going on. So over that time, the reason why this stuff I'm proud of is because all that work that was put in made me finally be like, look, I found a couple guys that know me very well. Everybody else I've made songs with, they don't know me. They're just like, studio dudes that are, making money. So I found a couple guys that know me, know my live show. And when I say we're going there, they go, we're going there. Oh yeah, that's
nice.
Right. We're going there. So you have to get, like, when you're going to make a country song, right?
Right.
You have to remember who you're hanging out with when we're making something, you can't think about it like country, right? You like whatever you think. It's going to be country because it's me. Now let me just be me. And even if you don't think we're making a country song, but we're making like a trap song or something,
Right.
Watch what happens by the end. It will be a country song because it's me.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. You're the country.
Exactly. So, but the thing is that's the other thing I loved about country music and why it kind of chose me, to be honest. Like when I decided I guess this is what I'm doing for a living, right? It was the most diverse genre. And I saw a place that it wasn't at the time, but I knew it was going to allow me to be everything that I am, which is, you know, I got some city in me, I got country in me, I got the piano thing, which I knew was gonna be like, you know, the thing that stood out. And it would allow me to use all these influences and bring them into one thing. And I truly have never done that to the extent that I've done on this last EP that I just made, and that's why I'm excited about it. And yeah, so Why You Not is it's a truth. You know, all these things are true. I always keep it real. You know,
always.
And but you know, every single night when on stage, there's a couple things two questions I get every single night. And you know how it is. We're playing 200-300 nights a year. It's just like, ugh. But everybody's like, why are you not this? Like, how are you not Luke Bryan? You know, how are you not this? And I'm like, and people don't know what the industry's really going on, you know? So it's just annoying questions like that. But every night I have to deal with that. Why are you not this? Like, how are you not this? So that's kind of, I heard like some, you know, this thing in my head, and I just thought, I remember I went in the studio and they were like, what do you want to do? And I was like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to be like, why you not? And I was thinking about something because I want my stuff bumping on Martin Luther King Boulevard is what I want. Right. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want like trucks with, you know, and I want dudes that have never listened to country.
Right.
Because at my show, that's what it is. Yeah. People that stumble upon it.
You're very diverse in your show. You play everything.
Yeah, and
everything.
When people come to the show, people that hate country are like, dude, I hate country, but this right here, you know, like we're converting people. So, and when I see people, you know, I'm thinking about all the people, you know, and I was just like, look, if I'm just me, I will reach more people.
Definitely. Big ups to you for that. Because, you know, you are, man, you're a show. Like from day one, I never get tired of watching you perform. You're a show every time. And I love that you like to like play with the audience. Yeah. You'll be calling people out, the drunk people. It's just so much fun. If y'all have not seen this guy, NFRs this week, where you at? Yeah. They need to come see you.
Well, tonight I'm at Mandalay Bay at 8 o'clock.
Where at in Mandalay?
At the Rhythm and Riffs.
Rhythm and Riffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the big lounge, kind of like over where like Light used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like in there.
Oh yeah, that's center bar, right?
It's not the center one. There's one in the center, and then you keep going. There's like a huge one right there.
Oh,
with like
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think the center bar gets confused with it, but anyway, just look for Rhythm and Riffs, and we're there. 8, just one show, like 8 to 9:15, something like that. Tomorrow night, Friday night, the 2nd, we are at the downtown, the Sand Dollar downtown, that new one that's at the plaza.
Okay.
We're there at 10 o'clock. And then Saturday night, we're at Mandalay Bay again at 8. And then we're at Excalibur at midnight.
Excalibur?
Yeah, they got this lounge down there. And we decided to do like a midnight show for NFR. So we're going to do midnight to late, the 3rd, and then the 8th, 9th, and 10th, all at Excalibur. And the Excalibur for NFR gets crazy. And that's why I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just something different. And, you know, NFR is always fun. You know, you get the real cowboys, and you get all the people that watch Yellowstone all year, and they, you know, and they throwing on their new stuff from Boot Barn, you know, and
Boot Barn.
And trying to be country too, you know, like, hey, this ain't country. I'm like, dude, okay, you're from Park City, buddy.
You know, some people get this newer country, you know what I mean, that's a little bit more.
Yeah.
And when I say new country, I'm talking about like, you know, how like what's that new Breland or
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? Like they're trying to mix a lot of hip hop with country now.
Right.
It's cute. It's cute.
It's
so
cute.
A lot of people are trying to get on.
It's cute, and that's the difference, you know. To be like, we're gonna be real, right?
We're gonna be real.
On Vegas hype or
It's
whatever
cute.
we got going on. Yeah, I mean, what it is that what's funny about it is just, you know, the reason why my stuff works is that this is really who I am.
Right. And
Right?
you're from this, right?
I'm from this.
Like you were born into this.
I was born into this, but also it's like when I throw that beat on there and I'm making it that, I'm not some dude that the industry decided
right.
to have this dude be the face of this and try to reach this. Because when you see that, you see that that's what's going on. It's like, all right.
And then they throw a whole bunch of white country artists on there and call it country.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about that specifically, you know. But look, the machine is the machine.
Right.
But what's cool about what I have going on is that Vegas has been amazing to me. And it's given me a platform to reach so many people. And they've let me, over time, you know, getting past the you know, the antics and stuff that I've had to calm down for some reason, you know, because you're dealing with food and beverage people. Mm-hmm. But it's like it's allowed me to, you know, grow and really find my thing. But at the same time, putting on a show every night, making mistakes, whether people realize it's, you know, at the time they're not seeing that. For me, I'm looking back going, oh, okay, that led me to this. I took these risks, all trying to find this thing, you know. So, and that's what like a good like development deal will do for you,
right?
Which don't really exist anymore.
Yeah, they don't do artist development.
So I had to do like my own, and it's taken a long time, but that's because I jumped in, you know, with 10 toes to a genre that is like howdy. You know, and when I first started, I was like, "What's up, y'all?" Shit, you know, like, and even though like there's a lot of me in there, it's like, look, I grew up doing all the country stuff, but at the same time, I was also like in a gym dribbling a basketball. You know, it's like I'm not baling hay anymore. It's like, who am I? Like, let's be who I really am, and that's when you really get it. Like when you are truly who you are.
And that's actually, I think that's one thing that stood out about you the most to me personally was like, I was like, damn, this boy got swag. Like he over here rapping and stuff and singing and jumping and dancing and twerking and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's not normal. That's not, okay, white boy twerk, but you know.
You know, like I always like would dabble in those things in the show, but it wasn't until, you know, it took me a minute to be comfortable with the fact that like I knew I could like move, like instead of like being like, you know, this guy. Like I decided like, look, man, just if you feel like moving like that, do it. You know.
I think that's what makes it so entertaining.
Yeah, now it's become like, you know, just what it
part
is.
Of your show.
But it took a minute to get there. Oh, for sure. I mean, I was always moving, jumping around and doing it, but it was like I was keeping it, you know, for like the audience in this genre. Like I wasn't like bringing something that was like gonna go, oh, like what, you know, and then also bring in everybody. When I really decided to just really be about the people and just be me, that's when I started seeing like I was reaching everyone.
Nice. And I was just about to say that because you always look like you're having fun. Even if it's 2 people or 1,000 million people out there, you always look like you're having fun.
I mean, look, it is fun, but you know,
we
play all the time.
I get it. It's still a career.
Well,
I get it.
What it is it's the responsibility, right?
Definitely,
it's the responsibility of flipping that switch and giving it to them. You know, I heard Tony Bennett say, because, you know, there were audiences I'd get pissed at. Like, you know, y'all got in here for free, and this is the best thing you're gonna see in the whole town. You know, I would think that, right? But but he said something interesting. He said, "There's no bad audiences. There's just bad shows."
Dang.
You know, so like, what I also realized is that, you know, especially in Vegas, like a lot of these shows, like when you don't have to buy a ticket or something, it's like a free one. A lot of these people weren't expecting this at all.
Anything.
No.
They have no expectations.
Or just they were expecting some like normal bar band, right? So I don't really realize how much these people are in awe or loving it until I jump out there. Because, lights are this and you're kind of like, why is everybody so scared?
That's when you get on the bar.
Yeah, but you go out there and you look at them, they're all like,
get on tables.
They're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm like, oh, thank God. So I go back on stage and I'm like, hey, there's people out here, So it's just
sometimes you gotta get out there. Sometimes you gotta crowd surf,
Yeah, it's a funny dynamic in the casinos a lot, So
definitely. Oh man, that's crazy. Okay, so let's keep it moving to Get Her Back real quick.
Get her back.
Okay, introduce this one real quick because when I was listening to it, I kind of got like two different meanings. So go ahead.
Exactly. Well, so like it's one of the kinds of things where it's like, look, man, you go through stuff. I've been through a lot, and you gotta keep getting up, no matter what and how many snakes have come into my life and all the stuff you got to deal with, right? Let alone life,
outside of the career.
Outside of the career, it's like you got to keep going, and it's really like, it's just a lesson in if you're not happy where you at, go. It's like Get Her Back can be either her or it can be it can be your swag back.
Yourself.
It could be you back. It's like if you ain't happy where you at, get her back. Like that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, let's go. Listen up, y'all. Message.
This time last year, I was driving my Chevy down 95. Baby's all jacked up, Casey's lit up. I was riding high. Last month woke up and I lost my truck and my baby girl too. When the roads get rough, then times get tough. Hey, what's a man to do? Well, if you get fucked off, get back on. Put the pedal to the metal, just keep on going. These days still long, real long, like a Cadillac. When the highway's closed, better take the back road, 'cause life ain't nothing but a rolling road. I'll tell you something, Jack, it's just a fact. If you ain't happy where you at, hey, get it back. Don't get it back. Cause I used to have a stash. Used to call me Johnny cause I used to have cash. Now they call me Merle cause it's looking real haggard. They can take my stuff but they can't take my swagger. Cause I still got boots, don't need no laces. Still got friends in low places. If you lost something good and you miss it real bad, saddle up, Jack, gon' get it back. Well, if you get fucked off, get back on. Put the pedal to the metal, just keep on going. These days still long, real long, like a Cadillac. When the highway's closed, better take the back road, 'cause life ain't nothing but a rolling road. I'll tell you something, Jack, it's just a fact. If you ain't happy where you at, hey, get it back. Don't get it back, hey. If you ain't happy where you at, gon' get it back. Gon' get it, don't stop, get it. Hey man, get fucked off, get back on. Put the pedal to the metal, just keep on going. These days still long, real long, like a Cadillac. And when the highway's closed, better take the back road, 'cause life ain't nothing but a rolling road. I'll tell you something, Jack, it's just a fact. If you ain't happy where you at, hey, get her back. Don't get her back, hey. If you ain't happy where you at, gon' get her back.
Hey, see, just right there, that little swag. If you ain't happy, ain't gon' get it back.
Yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, that's how that one started too. I went in there, I was like, had a little thing.
You be experiment. I swear, you could do it all. I think you could probably drop a rap album if you wanted.
Oh yeah, but you know.
You got bars. I bet you got bars.
Oh, I got bars. No. I had bars in like high school, you know.
Whatever. I guarantee you still got some bars. If I threw on a beat right now, you'd probably break it.
Well, that ain't happening. What is this? This is where we at?
Where we ain't in a what is it? Tigger's
so
basement.
Drink champs.
Hey, come on, Sam Riddle.
Okay.
Come on.
Miss me. Okay, that's all you gotta do when you start. Okay.
He needs some Fireball for that. He needs a couple of whiskey shots, and then he'll. Oh yeah, don't make us bring out the whiskey.
No, shoot that.
He's like, I got a couple shows tonight. Ain't nothing gonna stop him from drinking.
Oh, come on now. You know that Fireball. You know, it's only at the show.
Only at the show?
Because it's the one. What's the one thing I can drink when I sing?
Oh, really?
It's the only thing. Yeah.
Anything else that like messes with you?
It dries you up.
Really?
Kind of. There's something about that cinnamon and antifreeze or whatever the hell's in there that has me. It just keeps me okay, and I never get too messed up. And it's just kind of like it's like drinking sugar. I do if I haven't done it in a while, I feel it the next day.
Yeah.
But in my stomach, but. That's the thing about Fireball. Everybody thinks Fireball is my drink.
Right.
But I found once I realized and I learned that it doesn't matter how good you are in some of these places. It's about how much like the alcohol sales. You got to get people partying. So I learned that real early. So I had to find something that I could, push the party with. And then now it's like, ugh.
And then you mess up because you'd be like, I need a shot. And then you got 4 or 5 shots in your face. Oh, my
goodness. I know. Sometimes I do them, too.
You take them all.
Sometimes.
You can't disappoint the people.
Sometimes it's about the people. Yes. Sometimes it's about this right here. Oh, man, I gotta work on that. No.
Yeah? You get nervous?
No.
Just
it's just,
getting too lit.
Yeah, it's old Sinatra thing. He's like, man, my hair hurts. Oh, when does the shaking stop?
You ever been too lit?
Man, at shows? Oh yeah. It's like I've been. I got stories for days, but I've been roofied twice.
What?
Yeah, at my show, and that's when I stopped taking it from random people. Yeah, taking it from random. You're gonna put that on. You're gonna put that on a meme. No.
Oh my God.
No, but like that's when I started taking shots. Yeah, so when I taking shots from people like I don't really know because I took one the first time. My parents were there at this show, and I took one shot, and I remember her like it was yesterday. She
was a female?
Me. Oh yeah, they both. Wait.
Oh, you never know in the
well,
country
hey,
world.
Actually, you're right about that. But she kind of looked at me like she was going, and I was like. Whatever you gave me wasn't going to do anything for you.
Right.
Because I was out. Like, I was no good. I was like, whatever this is,
she thought she was going to get backstage.
Well, I mean, to help me puke, and throw at me, it was the worst. I mean, at the end of the night, I guess we did an encore or something. I don't remember, like, the last hour.
Damn.
And they said everything was fine. You just, like, sat down a lot. I guess I was sitting down and we did like this encore, and I was like, "Good night." And I turned around and right into the drums. I fell.
Are you serious?
Out cold, and everybody brought me on stage. Everybody's screaming. Oh my God, my dad.
We got to find that footage.
No, that was a time. But yeah.
Oh
anyway.
Man.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times on stage.
Yeah, lots.
So do you have like a lot of women trying to get backstage? Let's talk about that. I like asking artists this question because people always want to know,
Oh, yeah.
Guys, girls, they always be like, you must be you know what I mean?
We can talk about something else.
Ooh. Let's go on to the next song, Two-Step Banger.
Two-Step Banger, yeah.
First of all, why did you even call it Two-Step Banger?
Well, first of all, when you write a song, like especially all these Nashville dudes they're trying to write bangers, right? It's like,
that's
okay.
What it sounded. It sounded like the title of the beat that you put.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, to be honest, we all are saying like, hey, you want to write a banger, right?
Right.
Well, I wrote the banger.
The banger.
And that you can two-step to. And like I couldn't think of to be honest, like, I couldn't think of a title, you know. And the titles I was thinking of were too long. That's honestly, they were just you know, I didn't know what to call it. That nothing hit me. And I was like, dude, I'm just gonna call it two-step banger. And I thought that was cool, you know.
I thought it was interesting because I heard it and I was like, wait, what? Like,
yeah,
that's
and
random.
when people are at a place and they want two-step, hey, play that two-step banger, you know.
Nice.
And it's because if they don't really know which song they want a
Right.
two-step banger, right?
Right.
Well, this is it.
Well, put your shoes on.
Bang it on out.
And
Excuse me, honey, how you doing tonight? I see you here standing alone. Think you might be the reason that I came down here and didn't stay at home. I want to start by saying that I ain't perfect and I made me a few mistakes. But tonight I'm gonna get one thing right, so honey, if I may. Takes two to two-step, honey, take a chance on me on a Friday night. No, I ain't trying to move too fast, but the J-Mo got me buzzing just right. Two steps left, one step right, let me spin you around some more. Oh no, please God, let's go, don't let me fall on the dance floor. I'm trying not to fall in love on the dance floor. I'm trying not to Ain't nobody like you around here, golly, what a pretty sight. Pigtails that dress them chucks, like I'm standing here looking at the northern lights. No doubt you're a beauty queen, prettier than anything this here cowboy's ever seen. I can't imagine what you deal with, but right now you gotta deal with me. Takes two to two-step, honey, take a chance on me on a Friday night. No, I ain't trying to move too fast, but the J-Mo got me buzzing just right. Two steps left, one step right, let me spin you around some more. Oh no, please God, let's go, don't let me fall on the dance floor. I'm trying not to fall in love on the dance floor. I'm trying not to on me on a Friday night. No, I ain't trying to move too fast, but the J-Mo got me buzzing just right. Two steps left, one step right, let me spin you around some more. Oh no, please God, let's go, don't let me fall on the dance floor. I'm trying not to fall in love on the dance floor. I'm trying not to fall in.
all right, if you ain't banging to that song, I don't know what you doing.
Yeah, what are you doing? Come on, man. There's definitely a baby maker coming though.
Oh,
Yep.
the I do one?
I do. That's babies.
I was gonna say that because in between is not a baby maker.
In between is the ones trying to be the baby makers. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get to that one.
Yeah, that's a good segue from the question you asked.
Right.
If people try to get backstage, you know.
Right.
But yeah, in between is it's one of the ones I've been more honest. You know, it's one of my more honest questions, or more honest songs. You know, I mean, look, everything's honest, but it's like when you really talk about something you wouldn't normally say. I mean, but it's just so prevalent. It's just so real. Like, I mean, you know, if in full disclosure, you know, you're looking out and you're like, these, first of all, they have this fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's just for fantasy times or whether they just have settled in their life and oh my goodness, please cowboy take me away, you know. But they think after the show we're gonna get on a horse with a 6-pack of Coors and ride off into the sunset. Like, little do they know I'm in a wife beater on my couch watching Seinfeld, you know. And I'm like, I'm way more boring than you think. But yeah, no, it's like it's just real, you know. You see that there are people out there that will risk it all and leave that minivan back in Provo or whatever. and just and we'll leave it all behind. And you just look, and it makes you again, like I've always said, in this business I've seen the worst and the best of people. And you see what this music thing does, you know, and that people, but at the same time, it's a beautiful thing to recognize because you realize that people need like love and motivation and inspiration. And, you know, in all truthfulness, you know, in making a song like that, it's just saying it. But at the same time, it's like, you know, you have a responsibility to not be that guy that takes advantage of that, number one. Number two, keep giving them that joy that's helping them get through all these lives we got to get through. And that's in real talk and not being funny. That's what's real.
Right.
You know, so you got to understand that people are going through it, you know, and, you know, a lot of people have lives that they didn't dream they were going to have. And you have to supply
that joy,
a joy and a piece of work that will, and, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like I've known how to do that in person. And that's something I'm proud of, you know, and I'm trying to figure out how to consistently do it with something that is that you can get, you know, and take with you.
Yeah,
so.
You have to be a fantasy on stage and then, you know, keep it like that. I heard somebody once say he was like a big time artist, and he would tell women like, no, let me stay your fantasy because you don't want me in my real life.
Yeah, and that's
you
true.
don't know my real life. You know what I mean?
And that, you know, I mean, look, I've always tried to say, like, I'm very focused, you know, and also in this life, you can't be that. I can't be that dude all the time.
No.
I'd be a nightmare. You know, that guy is. It's not like I'm at home jumping around my house. You know, and you know, I think I disappoint people when they see me outside of the thing, and they're like, I remember this one time. I have some very close friends, and I remember the first time they came over to my house. We're all sitting on the couches, and they're looking at me. I was like, "What's wrong?" They're like, "You're like normal," and I was like, "What did you think I was gonna?" And it's so funny that they said that, you know, because I'm just not that.
Yeah, because you're like here on stage.
Yeah, it's just funny, man.
And I think that's a lot of things people don't understand. Like when you're on stage, it's a whole different. It is like a Sasha Fierce thing. You have to become somebody else. You know what I mean? That's not your normal everyday person.
And I also try to say, like, it's not an act.
Yeah.
You know, it is. You're just being everything you can possibly be and giving all of yourself.
That's a lot of energy. You're
giving it all for people. Yeah. So it's like when I say I'm not the same dude. It's not like that's not also me.
Yeah,
it's just like, you know.
You're not going to be jumping around and playing the piano at home.
right, you know, yeah. And if I'm playing the piano at home, you know, it's like, you know, the brand is, you know, Fireball and beer. At home, if I'm by myself or I'm playing the piano, I got like a glass of wine and some Sinatra on, you know.
Sinatra.
Yeah, I mean, that's my guy. And it's just like, you know, that's also me though, you know. So it's the same thing in the music, you know. It's like all these different little things. They're all me. You know, I'm not throwing in a beat because that's what's hot.
Right.
I'm throwing a beat because it's like, yeah, finally I found a guy that knows what I'm trying to do. You know, and again, if you come to the show, you see I've been doing this for 10 years, you know. Yep. So it's just nice to have something people can listen to that
definitely that's more like
represents.
You.
Yeah.
And that you're happy with at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Because like we were just talking about, you've been through the ringer when it comes to record deals and opportunities.
Yeah. And And the people that know you never meet the dude. You meet the person that knows the
It's like
person
Charlie's
that knows
Angels,
the dude.
right?
Yeah.
You hear the dude, but you never meet the dude.
I've never even heard the dude. I've just been told that they know the dude, right?
Who's the dude?
Yeah, who's the dude?
Who's the dude? Where
Yeah.
are you, dude? Who's running the shots?
Yeah. But,
Well,
it's all been good. I truly can't complain. I've been very blessed and lucky to be able to make a living, and I know I can still do that. It's just that my goals and why I'm doing this is for is a certain thing, that I haven't reached yet.
What's a certain thing?
Well, it's true. It's in the end, the big picture is it's not even about when I'm here and while I'm doing it.
Right.
It's about 200-300 years from now.
Legacy.
What is it gonna? Am I gonna be on that Mount Rushmore or not? And the thing, you don't get on the Mount Rushmore by doing the same thing as everybody else,
Right. Definitely.
And then whether that happens or not, maybe I'm the guy that has to go through the fire, for somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm making sure I went and checked the roads that everybody else takes and realized I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, if I do that, I'm going to be, you might know who I am sooner, but it's
Right.
not going to be
Yeah.
as great and as memorable as it could have been. And I always think about the movie. Like, how good's the movie going to be if I do that?
Right.
And now I'm wearing a backwards hat with a chain wallet and singing about, under a full moon in the back of a truck, like every dang song,
Right.
Like, I want to be myself. And at the end of the day, it's been a long road because of that. I've never been the guy to take the easy route, but
Hey, it's like that in every industry. I mean, in
Yeah.
every avenue in the industry. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Anybody. I was just telling this to somebody the other day. Like, yeah, it's easy. It's very easy. It can be this easy,
Mm-hmm.
but it might not be you, and it might not be longevity either. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So sometimes you do have to stick to your guns and
You do, and it's
your morals. Those damn morals.
it just has been. I've done what's felt right,
Right.
and like my gut is always right, and I think if I stick to this, and the fact that I do have Vegas behind me, it's funny how now you got places like Nashville trying to use Vegas
Mhm.
when there's always been a stigma on Vegas about a Vegas entertainer. They've
Right.
always kept that stigma. It's like, oh, okay. But now you want to, use Vegas. It's like, look, it ain't Nash Vegas. It's Nashville. Okay? Keep it that way. This is
Right.
Vegas,
Yeah.
and you'll see the difference when you come.
Exactly.
So let us be Vegas, you be Ville, and that's just what it is, okay? Because that's
Yeah.
what's real. And Vegas is my town, and Vegas has been great to me, and I will always be great to Vegas. So I'm going to, if it happens the way that if everything comes true, I will be doing it.
Not if. When.
Well, when?
Come on,
when it
speak
comes
it.
true, I will be doing it out of Las Vegas with Vegas on my back,
Nice.
and not having to do the system and,
Because the system isn't.
doing all the things. Hey,
Break the system.
no,
Well, we can't
don't
break
break
it.
the
You just
system.
gotta get around it.
No, don't break the system. You all keep doing the system. We'll do us.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm so glad you got out of Fremont. I don't want to speak anything bad on them.
Oh man, no. Hey, the cool thing about Fremont, we used to have Sam Riddle Sundays down there. And they put me all on the thing.
On the thing.
It was great because of that built-in thousands of people
Mhm.
that we would keep there for 3 hours, and it was fun. Stage was cool. Those were good times, But like, look, we're not a tribute act.
Right.
We're not like we're not a normal bar band. Like, we do our thing, and some places that's what they do down there. They do that thing, so it's good.
But sometimes you can get kind of caught up in that, you know what I
You
mean?
can.
So I'm glad you got out of that.
Well,
is
that's
what I'm
why there's
saying.
a lot of jaded people because they were an artist too once, or were trying to be, right?
Mhm.
That's one thing I am proud. I've stayed an artist the whole time. I've never succumbed to, like the offers I've gotten to, do certain things. It's like there's a couple roads you can go down in Vegas, and you know, there's roads that I, you know, could have it's gone down, you know, but those are great, successful. You can make a great living and do well, but like I just want to keep chasing this thing, and but at the same time, Vegas is my home, and I have a band that I love. Those are my guys, and I want to keep them busy, and I want to keep us tight and play for the people and play in these cool places with these relationships that I have and these people. You know, it's not just the people that hire you. I don't have, you know, I'm cool with those people.
Right.
The relationships I have are with the dudes in the kitchen, you know, the people when on smoke break in these rooms back where everybody thinks, ooh, Vegas.
Right.
You know, but really you back in some, you know, crazy hallway, you know, and there's like food and towels and, you know, these back rooms of Vegas are where my people are at, you know, and it's like just that's the relationships that I have always loved and appreciated. Back when I started, I was just a piano player on the Strip, you know, that I got to know that, and those relationships alone make me want to stay in these casinos and playing, and then all the faces you see, bringing in all that traffic that rolls by and go, what is this? And they sit down, and now you got new friends, you know, new fans, and
you got some loyal fans too.
I do. I just don't have any like social media influencers. You know, I got people that are like, man, I have got to tell my friends on MySpace about this guy. Oh my God. He's incredible. Blanche, you gotta see him.
Blanche. No, it's fine. It's fine. Instagram is all that social media stuff is overrated anyway.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, I
They're
guess.
not the ones buying the album.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think it went plastic last week, so we good.
I'm done with you. Oh my gosh. Let's go on to In Between while we talk. You're too much. All right, so yeah, In Between. For all those girls out there that are living the fantasy.
Living the fantasy.
I think you're going to take Sam
Go
Riddle
home. This life is not for you.
It is not. You're not ready. Let's go.
She got ready, yeah, did Bamaland, Black Betty. Put the kids down, took the girls out, ladies. She thinking that she know me. She don't even know me. Hit the front row out on stage, okay. She ready to change her name. You say you're feeling lonely. Oh, now you're feeling lonely. Yeah. It's time to smoke your lights. Throwing down on pickleback night. This ain't worth everything. She don't want to win between. She just want a diamond ring. She give up everything. Nah, 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 nah. Eh. She wants these boots, this hat, these jeans. Ain't no picket fence in the seams. No, it ain't what it's cracked up to be. Nah, 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 nah. Eh, eh. Nah, she don't want to win between. She believing she's scheming, she wishing. Legs so long, but they're needing intermission. They get her backstage where the shit gets real. Nah, she don't want a snack, and she want the whole meal. She see the bus, she seeing us. She see the people, not enough. Her own life, it don't matter, but the truth is green room boardroom gaggers. She's all like cowboy, take me away. She pack her bags and leave today. She buy that ticket if it says one way. She don't want to win between. She just want a diamond ring. She give up everything.
Oh my gosh, I can't stop laughing. You're a mess. Anyways, what else do you want the people to know? Go ahead, drop everything you got right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, please, if you can, follow me on social media. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything. I try to.
You're a TikToker?
No, I don't do all that. I just try to. I haven't thrown. I think I threw something up with my little girls the other day, but I haven't really got into like, I'm really anxious to when we get out on the road and stuff like that, and start doing stuff that I have the vision of for social media. But up until now, it's really just about like promoting the shows and things like that. But I want to keep in contact with everybody. I'm just like, I'm not the selfie guy.
Right.
That's the one issue I've had, and I'm not the sing, in my bedroom into my phone guy, So I think that has been to my detriment on social media. But at the same time, it's like, again, if it's not you and you don't feel comfortable doing it, it's like you shouldn't be doing it, you know? So I'm just kind of, it would be cool if people share my stuff. I just appreciate that. Follow me on that stuff. Say hi,
Hey.
Hit me up and come out to the show. Get yourself a T-shirt and say what's up, And also, again, I just if you go to Instagram at Sam Riddle Official, I have my schedule on there on the recent post of the NFR. So please come out to NFR and see us. And if you can stay up late and get that midnight show, that's gonna be fun. And and again, I'm always gonna play in Vegas no matter what. I think we'll keep our residency that we have at MGM for as long as we can, and there's lots of stuff I'm working on, new music coming out again. I just got tons. It's just about when we can get it down, and and I'm excited. I must say hi to my little girls. I think Memphis got mad. I was on TV, like a couple months ago, doing something, and she's like, you didn't say hi to me. I was like, wow, for real? I was like, so hi Memphis, hi Charlie.
They're so cute too.
Yeah, I had to do that. But man, I want to talk about you.
About me?
Yes, and say
me?
I'm so proud of you.
Aww.
And for everybody that doesn't know, we are great friends.
Great friends.
And we've known each other a really long time, and she's so great. And you are constantly hustling and moving on up.
Thank you.
Weeding through all these dudes you got coming on all the time. And I got to meet all of them,
Shut up.
Hey, this is Deshante. He's
my
my friend.
God.
Oh, what up, man?
Oh my gosh. Because I always go support him. That's why.
I can't keep up. No, I'm kidding. All love. I'm just kidding.
There's no in between, guys. There's no in between, okay?
No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously though, I'm very proud of you, and I love you very much.
How you say the most
and your
blackest
mom,
name.
and then your mom is the greatest, and
she loves you too.
Tell your mom I said hi. And of course, Miss Little Thing, Diamond. Everybody knows about Diamond. Okay, I don't know if I you shout her out, but yeah, tell Diamond.
Of course.
And I appreciate you having me, man. This is really, really cool. I'll come back anytime you want. And please check Miss V out, do her thing. And this is really cool. And the next song.
Well, before we go into that,
I didn't know how much time we had.
Hold on, time out. Let me put my 2 cents in. No, I'm just playing. Talking about me like that, like I'm just getting around out here.
Oh, I'm kidding. Hey, look, we joke.
No, we're good. I only brought one boyfriend to it.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. Come on now.
No, but in return as well, you've always been amazing. I love to see you succeed and just get higher and higher and higher. And I love that you stay in your own lane. So keep doing that. Don't be like everybody else. And I know you're not.
No.
So I love you too.
Yes.
The love is mutual.
Thanks for having me.
I'm still waiting for you to bring me on as your tour manager. But we're going to talk about that later anyways. So let's go on to the next song.
Yeah, I do. Hey, I do. This one's a good one to leave on. I love this song. This song's gotten a lot of love by, people in the, in the industry. But you know, I'm excited about it. It is it's more of a love song. I got some little 80s feels on here, some little 90s R&B feels on here. Yeah, but it was just one of those things that it's so funny. This was like one I was kind of a throwaway. I didn't think it was gonna turn out the way it did, and man, when it did, it was just like I'm so happy with it. But it's a nice little love song, great way to end. And again, thanks for having me.
Definitely. Make sure y'all go check him out, NFR, this weekend. Like he said, he's here, so you have no excuse.
Bangers. Get it banging. Bang this album. Right on track. Right on track. Available everywhere.
Hey, let's go. Y'all have a good day. Peace.
Always shining like an Arizona sunrise. Yeah, that's sweet Kentucky blue in your eyes. People say I'm lucky. People say I'm blessed. Yeah, I guess if you only knew, it's all because of you. Yeah, it's all because of you. You're out here looking like a beauty queen. You're my American dream. Baddest girl I've ever seen. You may not see it, but I do. You may not see it, but I do. I'm out here scared of the cutest little lady under God's big sky. You don't even know why, 'cause you don't see it, but I do. No, you don't see it, but I do. Now I'm looking in your eyes. You walking at me dressed in all white. You really about to be all mine. Not just for now, but baby, all time, all time. Yeah, I can see you and me. We living out that old country fantasy. Roots down family. We got that plot of land. So baby, take my hand. I wish you'd understand. You're out here looking like a beauty queen. You're my American dream. Best girl I've ever seen. You may not see it, but I do. You may not see it, but I do. I'm out here scared of the cutest little lady under God's big sky. You don't even know why, 'cause you don't see it, but I do. No, you don't see it, but I do. You don't see what I see. Picture isn't perfect without you right here beside me. You don't see what I see. You don't see what I see. If I never met you, baby girl, who knows where I'd be. You don't see what